So today we have to talk about the most effective ways to freshen up without a shower. I got to thinking about all out of all my years as to how I have freshened up without a shower. You know, you at somebody's house, you at a cookout, you at a barbecue. I mean, we you can't tell me that haven't been stuck in a jam and you done got sweat pouring and you got the strongest deodorant and you have the strongest this and the strongest that as far as body care and personal hygiene and personal grooming products are concerned. And you have had to freshen up and you can go in them folk bathroom and to shower unless they're very friendly. Or even if they've offered and you like, nah, I'm comfortable at my house. You feel me? Okay. Either way, well, no matter what the scenario is, you're going to have an encounter in which you need to freshen up without a shower until you can get back to yours. First thing is to always be prepared with your personal care items. Always be prepared with your personal care items. That is the first thing. You want to make sure that you're prepared. Now, I have given a tidbit of information in previous videos as to, how the ladies should do it. But in general, all across the board, you need a personal, discreet looking bag. Ladies flower print, pink, glitter, something that matches your current purse. Or if it doesn't match, that's fine. That's even better because then when you get into a jam like this, then you're able to instantly find it when you can get to the bathroom and start the freshen up process. That's step one. Now, within that bag, for the ladies, I'll tell you what I have. Un momento, por favor. A bag here in which houses some of the products that I use to freshen up. Now, these are personal care items. I've had this type of system going for years, long, 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 long time. So, you of course want to have pads. And I'm going to add an extra tip as to why you should have them outside of your menstrual cycle. Are we going that's definitely a hack. Then you want to have liners to go. Most definitely. I do everything scented, but stick to what your personal preference is and what you prefer the most, especially if you are allergic to anything, especially fragrances. Stick with your staples and put it in a discreet bag like what I'm going over right now. Then we have here tampons. Just a handful, a few, enough to cover you when when you get in the jam. And then we have here, I haven't covered these since I think, has it been my 2020 feminine hygiene favorites? These are Norforms Deodorant Suppositories. I will pick that up soon. These are the Island Escape Norforms. So how those work are you put those in the lady parts and as they go to work, then you really want to wear a panty liner or a full-blown maxi pad. Doesn't have to be heavy flow, medium, regular, but just whatever you're comfortable with. And what it basically deodorizes your purse, your pocketbook. Perfect thing to use in a jam. So those are a bit of my essentials, what I like to use. Now we got to go pick up that suppository. Got it. Goes back in the bag. Now once you have your bag prepped, for the men you want to have, because I've seen it in Walmart, they're starting to have personal care wipes, personal hygiene wipes, whatever they call them. Get you a black zipper bag that kind of looks like what the barbers carry. This is for the men now, real quick. Just because I'm not a guy does not mean I also can't share some tips that can be interchangeably used for the men. Get you a black zipper bag for travel, or you can put it in the car or in the trunk underneath the car seat where you're driving, and put some personal care wipes there. Always put some deodorant spray there, like Axe, Tag, if they still make that stuff, Method. Put a couple of your items there. That's the only thing I could personally list because again, I'm not a man. Okay. Now the next step that is effective for freshening up. So, a little bit of story time. I have had many times in which I was at someone's house, a gathering, a party, a barbecue, a fish fry barbecue, whatever have you. And I've had to freshen up, especially ironically, it would always happen during the summer, the hot weather. I live in the Sunshine State, in case you didn't notice from my about section. And if you don't know how to handle the heat, don't stay inside during the barbecue. Stay inside. Please do. So I would go to the bathroom, and I'm not gonna make this graphic because that's not how I roll. But I will make myself clear. Caught that? No? Okay. So I would go there, and the first thing I would get into is my bag that I prepped. And I would take all the items out. Now, another thing you want to pack, depending on the size of your discreet looking bag for travel, call it your freshen up bag if you want to. Summer's Eve wipes. Now, we got to talk about that in a separate video as far as Summer's Eve, because I've been hearing on one side, Summer's Eve's okay, but be careful, be cautious. And then on the other end, I'm hearing about, well, I would just toss Summer's Eve all the way together, and hearing about Dr. Bronner's pure cast out soap on the lady parts. I'm just going over my experience because I want you to get the technique rather than get into the products. Because the products I use may not be best for you. You may be allergic. Summer's Eve might be a villain to you. So I'll get in the bathroom. The first thing I would do is unpack my freshen up bag. And see, this is the reason why we have the size purses that we do. Okay? And we're prepped with all kind of stuff. And the first thing you want to do to freshen up without a shower is get them armpits and your lady parts for the ladies. For the men, you get your nether region too. And the armpits too. That's it. That's the interchangeable information for that step. Now, if there's any parts that didn't need to be freshened up, if I wasn't sweating, like sweat tight, I would still do it. I would still do it. Better safe than sorry. So you want to use your personal wipes, or either I've been in the gym and these work too, the feminine hygiene wipes, because they're meant to be deodorizing for your sensitive parts, and your armpits, in my opinion, count for that. And so I would get that underneath the arms, wipe. Underneath the arms, wipe. Now, as soon as you're done with the armpit portion, go get your deodorant. This is important to pack that too. Now, I'm using this as an example, the Dove Clinical Protection Deodorant. I'm currently not using this, and I got to update y'all on why that is. Uh, use your preferred deodorant that works for you, that gets the job done, and it's not wearing off and you sweating as if you didn't put on the deodorant. Go on with the deodorant right after you wipe underneath your arms, like real good. That's why you need the wipes. The wipes are already covered and packaged in a cleansing solution that is either fragrance or not fragrance, depending on what you choose. So you can, for times like this, you want to wipe thoroughly. Like I really, really want to get a demonstration going for y'all. After you get underneath the arms with the wipes, going with your deodorant. What I typically like to do, and see, I missed. Wait, see, there's a little sweating there, and I've already put it on. Now for this, you twist it up. I'm not going to twist up too much of this because I'm currently not using it. Brand new, by the way. And it's not going to go to waste. It's just not time for me to finish it. Twist up a certain amount of product. Go underneath the arms, but don't swipe. And then dab. After you're done dabbing, then swipe in a circular motion and try to keep it within that armpit area. That's what you do. Let that dry. And for any excess, pass it over to the other armpit. Because there's been instances, come on, who applies deodorant evenly? All the time? When you freshen it up, you're in a hurry to get the funk away and off, uplifted off of you. So try to reduce your waste of what you use on your armpits. Reduce that waste. Now, if you're done with the armpits, lady parts. So use the wipes like on your lady parts for the gentlemen in your nether region, okay? And for the women, what I tend to do as a safety precaution, even if I'm not on my of the month, I always carry these deodorant suppositories with me. I feel like they're the most effective at freshening you up as a woman down there. Just only because, I mean, regardless, because you could spray over sweat and hints of funk, but essentially, it's going to smell like you tried to cover it over. Internally, this will get the job done. I remember the very first time I started using this when I was a teenager. And without even trying, I had done my whole hygiene routine. And without even trying, I could smell it as I walked and go on about my business, errands, walking through the house or out and about. That's the kind of product that you would like, that you need to have, because it gives you a sense of security. That's the best part about it, which is why I always like to keep these deodorant suppositories on me. Now, if you don't like the fragrance, I believe they have a fragrance-free version. And there's also other type of deodorant suppositories that don't have a fragrance, but they stop the bacteria that causes odor. Then I either use a liner to finish things off, a panty liner, or either a pad. Now, I'm excited because I don't think I've ever shared this with you all. Here is a sweatproof hack that you can use for freshening up for the ladies specifically. So you want to make sure that you're wearing really great fitting jeans, pants, so forth. Now, it may sound weird to you, but this has gotten me out of a jam. And if you do it correctly, no one will be able to tell or see with what you're wearing. Now, with dresses, I wouldn't advise it. That's why I say pants only. I don't know what made me come up with this, but years ago, it was one of those days of me trying to freshen up. So I like to go with a maxi pad, and this is for the tips for the ladies. And you put that within your underwear, so forth. And the directions say to put it on the top. Okay, cool. What happens if you're so sweaty? You done been all outdoors. You done been running. You done been dancing and all this other stuff at the barbecue, at the cookout. Okay. And this takes care of the problem on the top. And you have done your due diligence to use the feminine wipes. You have done your due diligence to use the deodorant suppositories. And then you put this here and it's like, okay, we're good. Get dressed, go on about your bit. No, what if your pants are you need to freshen up so much your pants have sweat through. That's the importance of wearing cotton clothing as much as possible, because anything tight um that adheres to you, like bodycon, is just, oh my goodness, it's not your friend when it comes to stopping sweating. It's the worst. My God, it's the worst. You need something that is that wicks away the sweat, not, cup it where you can pour a glass of your sweat. Like, we're not finna drink that. We're not finna do that. We're not finna do that. So you put on your pad normally. Ladies know what I'm talking about. But what I found is when you encounter a situation where you need to freshen up and you have not packed an extra set of clothes, which you should, for when you don't think to pack an extra layer of clothes, an extra set of clothes. Maybe you forgot, maybe you packed them, but you was in a rush. Take a second maxi pad or whatever you're comfortable with. I would suggest maxi pad. You do this with pants only. I'm gonna use my hand as an example. You put that on the top, that wicks away the sweat. Maxi pads are made to do that, not just inside of your menstrual cycle. What I would take and do is, okay, I'm like, I don't have a extra set of clothes. I don't bring a change of clothes. I'm really in a bind and I don't want to walk out there and be, smelling hot. I done brought everything else to freshen up, but you see what I'm saying? Extra change of clothes. And if you're particularly sweaty in the crotch area, in the seating area, take a second pad and apply that to the bottom and outside of your underwear as you would on the inside. Walk with me with that. See what that does when you apply it to the outside and your pants, particularly in the seating area, in the crotch area, is sweaty, just like it absorbs whatever is inside of your underwear. If you put it on the outside and strategically place it, you want to use wings so that we can have some security. You want to strategically place it so that way it sticks very well and it sticks very secure to the outside of your underwear, just like the inside. And what's going to happen is once you, okay, I'm done. I'm out the bathroom. I done freshened up. It's going to absorb and wick away the sweat in your crotch area of your pants and the seating part of your pants. And as that dries, it's going to return that area back to normal and bring the freshness back. Now, speaking of freshness, after you do that, yes, summer's eve, but you want to have a feminine deodorant spray. There was one that I don't even know if they make it anymore. Summer's Eve. Um, this is ultra freshening spray, the type of scent, and this is talc free because you know the story about talc. If you don't, hopefully I'm not butchering that word. that that's been known to cause health problems. Allegedly, I have to say it like that for a few particular reasons. Mhm. Freshen up with a feminine deodorant spray. These are already formulated to handle the area in which, for ladies, down in there. Now, I've heard of LiQWYD deodorant. I cannot speak on that because I've yet to try it. Stay tuned. That's all I can tell you. Um, Something deodorizing spray. You don't want to use a alcohol-based perfume for this step of freshening up, just only because you're covering the funk. And then when you go back out there in that heat, the funk will rise, and it'll tell on you that you didn't weren't thorough with your prep work of freshening up without a shower. Feminine deodorant spray, LiQWYD deodorant. I could recommend it, but don't take my word for it because I've yet to try it. Now, that's what you do when you don't bring a change of clothes. Now, how to freshen up without a shower, and you bring a change of clothes. These are being used as an example. Clean t-shirt. Now, if you bring a change of clothes, you want to make sure whatever shirt, whatever is appropriate for the event, because you may be at a very upscale event, barbecue or something like that, whether it's casual or very upscale. You want to bring a very nice blouse and a very nice pair of jeans. Now, if jeans aren't appropriate for the occasion, that's okay. I understand if it's a very upscale event, then what you want to do is bring very nice dress pants, very nice blouse. They'll notice the change, but then all you have to do is mention, you know what? I just had to get myself back together. I had so much fun and it was a workout. And I needed to, change my outfit, two outfit changes. Performers do that throughout the show, especially a tour. So why shouldn't we with freshening up? That's just the concept I'm getting. Now with shirts. Now remember what I was saying, and you guys will be able to see this on the playback. Always going with wipes underneath your arm, scented or unscented. Make sure you go towards whatever you're comfortable with, whatever meets your skincare needs. So if you're sensitive to those fragrances, fragrance free. Plenty of products out there. Now, if you're at a casual event, barbecue, fish fry, whatever it is, family event, because it's coming up, it's summer, okay? This represents you bringing a cotton t-shirt. Now, this is long sleeve, and this is all I can find on short notice. So, you know, use what I'm wearing, for instance, or this. Cotton t-shirt. Very nice one. Very, very nice one. According to whatever your style is. Because the thing about cotton is it helps absorb the sweat. And the reason why we sweat is because it's meant to help cool us down. That's great. But don't nobody want to walk around with the sweat staying there forever. You feel me? No. Bring a change of clothes. 100% cotton t-shirt. Now pants. I personally like jeans. Now these tips are for in this section. Casual event, barbecue, fish fries, so forth. Good pair of jeans. As much as possible, make sure it has the highest percentage of cotton in it. Polyester is not your friend when it comes to taking the sweat down because it's going it's like you might as well pour your sweat in a glass. Don't do that. Please, please don't. Pants, a change of pants. That will change your life. If you bring a change of pants to a casual event in which you're freshening up, you can go out to the car, come in the bathroom, and handle your business. Then you won't have to do the trick I was telling y'all about the putting maxi pad on the top and the bottom. And then I'm not going to show you guys this next part I'm going to tell you about for obvious reasons. Bring a change of underwear. All right, I'm back. Had a little interruption there. Okay, so I left off of bring a change of underwear. So reason being is that you never know what you're going to encounter, especially going out and traveling, and especially if you're an outgoing person. Bring a change of underwear. No one has to know but yourself. And when you pack into a discreet bag like this, it makes it so much easier when you do that and pack it with other things you need. That's how you avoid the maxi pad on top and bottom. Bring a change of underwear and make sure that they are 100% cotton underwear. That goes for the men too. I'm just saying. Just please, 100% cotton. That's going to absorb the sweat and keep you cool, but you still want to follow all the tips I'm sharing as to how I freshen up without a shower. Once you have your change of clothes, good pair of jeans, especially to a casual event, you have 100% cotton t-shirt or either what I'm wearing, then you can finish up with a deodorizing spray. Now, after you do the deodorizing spray, another tip as to what I've done, and I just looked at it. Perfume oil. Now with perfume oil, don't apply this at the beginning of the stage where you're using the wipe stick to wipe everything down and wipe away the bacteria and wipe away the odor and everything like that. You want to strategically place this after you've done all that work. After you use the wipes to wipe your armpits, lady parts. Don't put this on your lady parts. Don't put this on your armpits. I'm sharing what I've done in many instances. So this is blueberry smash words from Sweet Essentials. Not sponsored. I just really organically love their products. So perfume oil is really great in the jam. And I'll tell you why I prefer to use this when freshening up without a shower over using an alcohol based perfume of any kind, just because this is concentrated. You want to strategically apply that around your shoulders, near your armpit, and same thing for your lady parts. Not in or around or on your pocketbook, okay? No. Around that. So on your legs, around there, around that area. Also, just above your lady part on the stomach area. And how you want to do that, and I've shared this before, and I have a video in which I talk all about perfume oil, so I'm going to share a little tidbit right here and do a demonstration. That's 2 sprays, especially something that sprays out, a perfume oil particularly. Spray it into your hands and then work it through your hands and then apply strategically on those areas around the armpits. This is after you've used your wipes and put on the deodorant around that area. What that's meant to do is give off, once that absorbs into your skin, that fragrance. And it doesn't smell covered up, because why? You didn't put it on the area you was trying to cover up in the first place. Yeah. Lady parts, same thing. On your legs, not on the lady parts. On your stomach, just above the lady parts. So you want to make sure your skin is absolutely dry, and you have to use the wipes first to do that. Once you apply that strategically, you can get dressed, head on out the door, and just let your whole preparation process take place. That's what I've done for years, just to freshen up, because it's always going to happen to you. My words. It happened to me recently, when I was out and about, and it's always good to have a plan in place to freshen up without a shower. You're not always going to be able to be like, oh, I want to go to the house. Not going to be able to do that. Car or no car, Uber or no Uber, Lyft or no Lyft, or how, whatever your mode of transportation is. Someone pick you up or not. You need a plan in place. That, ladies and gentlemen, is the effective ways of how to freshen up without a shower. I love each and every one of you, and I will see you all next time.